Welcome again to our channel, and we hope that we are progressing well with this journey, and we hope that as you continue joining us every time, we learn together as our motto of this particular channel, that we are able to learn together, we are able to share what we meet outside there, because sometimes you might be meeting a certain challenge for the first time, and it is good if you can experience that from someone who has experienced the same challenge. As I usually say, is that the challenge which you're meeting, it is not you who is experiencing that particular challenge for the first time. You just need to brace yourself. Give yourself some time. Time always heal everything. You get a wound today, give it time. The cell in that particular wound will regenerate and they will heal and they produce a complete tissue and your wound will be covered. So without much ado, I will today talk about positive thinking and smiling. What these two things can do in your life is marvelous, is beyond your imagination, I tell you. You see, when I was young, when I used to take photos, and when I used to take photos and we'll keep them in the album. So there was this family time when we'll be looking at the albums and check the photos which we used to take. So my mom used to tell me, Washington, sometimes you just need to smile, because I think you will look handsome when you smile. I don't want to imagine how I was looking like when my teeth were not be able to be seen. I don't know if I can still display that kind of face, but sometimes people tell me I do display it, because the moment I go before a mirror or a camera nowadays, I usually smile. So I can only do that because I can't see my face. Others will tell me, Washington, you look gloomy, and I will smile and I'll brighten their day. So today I want to talk about the impact of smile and positive thinking in your life. The reason why I'm talking about smiling and positive thinking, I know you need them. There are things that you need in everyday life. Life is full of sadness, and if you can add your sadness and the sadness of the life, then I don't think if you're going to have a very good day, your day is going to be bad. So it is better, if the world is sad, smile for it, and you will brighten the day of people around you. I don't know whether you've gone into an office and you find everybody not talking, everybody is quiet, everybody is doing the things of their own, not even in the office. You entered into a house, and this house, everybody is on their phone, everybody is gloomy, nobody is smiling. I tell you, you will feel an ease in that house. But when you get into a house and you find people smiling, people are chatting, people are talking, at least it will feel lively. It doesn't matter maybe what that particular family is going through, but you will enjoy the company because people are smiling, people are talking, people are doing all that kind of stuff. And a family where, or a group of people where you just find them sad. You see, there's this story where uh, there's this lady who get into a lift and found two men, huge men who are in dark glasses, and when he went there, when she went there, she thought that these people were gangsters, and he went into the lift, and she was very much afraid, I tell you. But after some few minutes, these people smiled with her and tell her that Jesus love you. And I tell you that the lady felt alive. She gave us that particular story, and she felt alive. And that is the life which fall in us the moment somebody smiled at us. So that's the reason why today I want to talk about the power or the impact of smile in and positive thinking. So you see, smiling cannot come without positive thinking. The moment you start thinking negative, it will be difficult for you to smile. But the moment you start positive thinking in your life, you will start smiling. You see, I told you the other time is that we don't know what is coming tomorrow, but sometimes we prepare ourselves so that when we leave tomorrow, we find ourselves in a better place. That is, if we are optimistic enough that things are going to be fine. So there's this personal story which I'm going to give you. Uh, when I was in campus sometime back, sometime some 6 years ago, and I saw the future. It's kind of I saw the future. I knew that I was going to miss my exams because I had not pay any school fee. I had paid a small amount of money, and I was still remaining with this huge part of fee. And I knew in our school, if you don't, even if you remain with a single shilling, you're not going to pay school fee. So I contacted one of my uncles and I told him that please, I'll just need some little amount from you that I do exam at the end of the semester. And this uncle told me, no, okay, I'll see because there was still time. So after some few days, some I think almost a month, I contacted him and I told him, are you able to get for me that money so that I can consolidate them together? I see whether I'm going to do exam at the end of the semester. And he told me, you know, I was not able to get money. I asked him again, even a little, even 1,000 shillings he did not get. He told me, I don't have money. I didn't believe him. Actually, that's the obvious thing that people do. They don't believe when when they know you're going to work and you tell them that you don't have money. That one you will only come to realize when you start working. That's the time you will realize that there's a time you can fail to have money, and when people ask you, you'll be even afraid to tell them that you don't have money. So he told me that he did not able to get. So I was very mad at him, and I see that these are the kind of relatives that people talk about that you should cut from your life. But I tell you, don't cut relatives from your life. There's a major important thing that they will do in your life that you can't imagine. It's something that maybe money cannot buy. Maybe you can try to cut them off because they can't help you financially. But I tell you, there are things that they will do in your life that money cannot buy. And when you grow old, that's the time you will start to appreciate which something which relatives can do in your life. So I hated him and I was very mad at him and I didn't want to talk to him. And there was this day we went for a retreat, and in the retreat everybody was happy and I had to put a happy face. And there's this photo that I took and the photo was beautiful, so I decided to put this photo on my WhatsApp status. And I tell you, the first person to reply to that photo was him. He told me, keep on smiling. I became even more mad at him because this photo was smiling and he's telling me keep on smiling, and the other day He was telling me that he couldn't afford 1,000 Kenya shillings to help me with my exams. So I was even more mad at him. But I went back home, sat in my room, and I started to contemplate that this is somebody who has passed through the life which I've gone through. And the only thing he could tell me is to keep on smiling. This guy was not mad to tell me this. I started to reflect on what he was telling me, and I started to put it in practice. No matter how life was hard, no matter how many times we may miss food, I kept on smiling. Nobody else would know that I did not get supper, I did not get lunch. So I kept on smiling. And I tell you, it was like a miracle. The people who do not believe in miracles, sometimes you just need to go to the life of people who say that miracle has happened in their life. Then you read their story. Then sometimes you might believe in miracles. Sometimes it is very difficult to explain how a miracle happened. But I want to tell you that after smiling, miracle happened. I never missed exams. I I was able to try other means, and through hustle and bustle I was able to get money and pay the school fee, and I was able to do exams. After doing my final exam that semester, I sat down and reflect, and I say that the moment sometimes God has planned something in your life, that something is coming, but because of your sadness and gloominess, you may never have opportunity to reach it, because you will be distracted by stress, you will be distracted by other things. You will compile and put a lot of pressure on your brain with the things that do not really help you. But the moment you put the positivity in your life, the moment you put the smile in your face, that is the moment you will realize your mind will be able to open and see the solutions around you. Sometimes there's some business opportunity which is lying besides you. It is just waiting for you there to strike. But because of the gloominess, because you're sad, because you hate everybody, because everybody hates you, you think so, you'll not be able to get that particular opportunity. Smiling will give your mind a health which it needs to think. You see, our mind, we were given the mind to think. We are able to solve our problems through using our brain. So if you cloud your brain with the things that do not help you, when you cloud your brain with the negativity, when you cloud your mind with the sadness, maybe people call you, sometimes you don't even want to receive a new call. Maybe that call is the call which is coming is a new opportunity. But because you're sad and gloomy, you are not able to grab that opportunity because you're mad at everybody else. This life you're going to be mad anyway. Sometimes you think that, when I am mad with so and so, I'll satisfy my ego. Your ego is there to destroy you. There's not a point where ego will be there to help you. Your ego is just there to destroy you. So the moment you feed your ego, the moment you satisfy your ego will keep on coming and coming and coming. And every time your ego comes, you satisfy him, and every time he goes and come back, that is the moment you will realize that things are going apart. Things are going segemnege. So give yourself a positive thinking. Think positive. Always think positive. Always put a smile on your face. When you do something, even if you're poor, don't look poor. Don't look gloomy, because this world is not going to treat you fairly. Even the Bible says that life is unfair, but God is fair. So if you think that if you try to satisfy your ego, life is going to treat you in a better way, then prepare for a surprise. Because life is not going to treat you any better than you treat yourself, because it is your opportunity to treat yourself better. Smile. Put a healthy smile on your face. Give your body life. Smile. People will say don't smile with everybody. Don't go to the office and nobody's your friend. Everybody's your friend, and nobody's your friend. I know there's some sayings which people will give you. In one way or the other, they might help you or they might destroy you. Sometimes you just need to sit back and see and evaluate your life and see the kind of life that you want to live. Is it a life which is pleasing you? Is it a life which is pleasing God? People say that do what makes you happy. You see, there's a time that you can do things which are making you happy, yes, but they're the same things which are going to make you sad in the next 5 years. So it is better to do something which you know is going to make you happy even for the rest of your life. Happiness is defined and our consciousness make us aware what it is. Today, if you have not been smiling, if you have not been having a positive thinking, please do. We need you. This world, it is an interdependent world. I depend on you, depend on me. For example, right now, if you watch my channel, if you watch my speeches, I would be able to share them more to other people so that they can get to know what we also have. When we listen to others, we learn. When somebody listens to me, they can learn from me. When I listen to other, I can learn from them. So this world has given us a lot of opportunity to learn from. You can learn from watching movies, you can learn from school, you can learn from the office where you're working, you can learn from wherever it is you're working, you can learn even from those mad people who speaks a lot in the streets. They have information for us. Information is power. Keep it positive and keep smiling.